Let's have a look. That does look better. Which, how fascinating, but there you go. Think that'll do better. Think that'll do better. It's certainly better than it was. Probably not exactly, still not exactly perfect, but what do I expect? I genuinely expect perfection, but there you go. Never mind. I'm fairly confident that's looking less pixely than it did previously. So hopefully that's looking better. I should never have played with my settings, because I basically just put them all back exactly the way they once were, and as such it's gone back to looking semi-tolerable. But I might have to, I don't know. There's not a lot else I can do with my current sort of level of hardware, I don't think. I might even have to drop it down to lower settings so that it won't look as good, but it won't be meant to look as good, I don't know. Sharon had a dream about monsters. Oh no, the old man made me a room so that the monsters can come out. Yay, good old man. So hey. Alright, love. I mean, a little bit of warning wouldn't have gone amiss. I know technically you were discussing how the monsters come out, but nonetheless, you could have given me like a bit of a sort of, maybe just, you know, give me a split second to go, Yuri, are you ready? But no, the little girl suddenly launched fucking enemies at me. And what is your favourite Yu-Gi-Oh card, pray tell? Because mine is the Blue Eyes White Dragon, because it's the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And the Blue Eyes White Dragon is simply the best. Bam, 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 all the best. Oh, people running about, yes. But that does have an interesting, like, extra effect. I'm assuming you probably know more about it than I do. Yeah, it depicts people running about and it's a pyro type, yeah. But there's a special magic card. Now, for the life of me, I don't know what it does, so you might. But nonetheless, there's a special magic card that activates if you've got, I think, 3 similar cards. So people running about is definitely one of them, and then there's 2 others. And if you get all 3 of them and the magic card, you can have some kind of special... I don't know if it's a special victory or just something else special. And do you know what? That fucking chat window is now fucking tiny. Fairly certain that chat window is not supposed to be that tiny. One day you're gonna be satisfied. No. One day you're gonna be satisfied. No. Definitely not gonna happen. One day you're gonna be satisfied. Nope. Never gonna happen, never gonna happen, never gonna happen, no. No. I'll never be satisfied by anything I've got. Never be satisfied by anything I've got. Okay, there we go. I've enhanced the font so it might read as a little bit bigger. Cool, huh? But you can't expect all the time. Things aren't always the way you want. No. Wow. That is some deep shit, little girl. Because apparently at the moment, fuck me, I am not getting what I want. United Resistance, Thunder type, and oppressed people, Aqua. Yes, there you go. I told you you'd know it more than I knew it. Do you know hopefully you'll tell me what the effect is, because I can't remember what the overall point of the combo is. The world sure is full of surprises and can summon strange creatures now. Her ability isn't very stable yet, though. Cool, but you can expect it all the time. Okay, so we've established she can summon monsters, which is sort of establishing the idea that, you know, she can do it. Other than that, there's nothing specific to say about it. being fussy again. But there you go. There we go, we've upped the font size one more time to see if that chat window looks a little bit clearer. Nope. Maybe I truly am being too fussy here. How big? Still don't look very big, do it? I'm probably going to have a play with my settings again. Never going to be satisfied with this stuff. I suppose let's just try upping the size of the font once more. That's kind of what we're after. That's probably too big. Now you've gone too far in the opposite direction. That's right. If those 3 cards are face up on your side of the field, you can activate the trap card. So it's a trap card, not a magic card, fair enough. Huge Revolution, and send every card in your opponent's field and hand to the graveyard. So it's not... I suppose that's not bad. By no means is it a bad effect, but it's not... You know, it's one of those weird ones where you're asking a lot of setup for a tolerable effect, and I don't know. It feels like there's cards in Yu-Gi-Oh which require far less shit to get working, and they will do more for you, I think, is the issue. Oh, I'll show you my special items. I bet you will, you dirty little child. It's the goblet of a king who sold his soul to death. It decorated a church once, but now it's mine. But I don't need it, so you can have it. Awesome. Received a strange goblet from the kid. You received the Oath Grail. I do not remember the item. I do not worry what it does. The 3 cards have 2,000 combined attack too. Yeah, I mean... The problem there is they're weak on their own, and Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't tend to do a lot of combo sort of doings, does it? It's more if a card is weak, it will be destroyed. But I don't know. You probably know greater tactics than me. As I say, I am essentially Seto Kaiba when I play the game. How strong are my monsters? 3,000 attack points, 4,500. They're the biggest numbers in the game. Yes, please. That's how you play. Death Drunk on Souls told the Overlord how to beat the 4 masks. Ooh, this is special. That's right. This is special information. Look at it, look at it, look at it. This is special information. Enjoy the special information. That's right. Yeah. So Grail weakens Gold. Gold Staff. Staff Sword. And Sword. Drink. My oath is to the Grail. So that Grail is weakening Gold. Yeah, Gold is weakening Staff. Staff is weakening the Sword. And the Sword weakens the Grail, I believe. So I'll spoil it for you now. In order to stop Alice dying and you getting the bad ending, quote unquote bad ending, it's technically the canon ending, but it is the bad ending. So as is so often the way with some of these games, the bad ending is the canon ending, because that's where the second game picks up from. But this, if you want to get the good ending and therefore save Alice, you have to defeat the 4 masks, which will come at you in place of Foxface. In order to apparently beat them in a decent order, it looks like you want to do Grail, Gold, Staff, Sword. I suppose it... Technically, I don't think it matters, does it? I suppose don't beat the Grail, then the Sword, because that would just be pointless. Choose one and then do them in the order you can see on the Oath Grail. So that's quite interesting to know. The magic card Try White allows you to special summon 3 level 1 or 2 monsters from the graveyard. Ah, you probably can't even gimmick that. I have a weird thing for the level 1, 2, 3 normal monsters with terrible stats. They have some of the best art for one thing. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's not an unreasonable Thought track. Hallie's not returning to normal. Ever since he came back, he's been acting strangely and won't talk. I wonder what could have happened to him. Well, he kind of lost his mother. That kind of sucks for him, doesn't it? Old Carl rearranged the room just like in Sharon's dream. So cool. Take a look. I did. And we got nowhere because I think we have to deal with the Hallie situation. Let us deal with the Hallie situation. Let us deal with the Hallie situation. We gotta deal with the Hallie. Got to get Hallie doing things. I'm not entirely sure where Hallie is. That's unfortunate. Oh well, never mind. Ah, he's on the bridge. Well, that's handy. I questioned where Hallie was and immediately found him. It's extremely convenient. Thank you very much, game. Well played. Here you are. I'm not talking to you, old man. I just lost my mama. Let's go home. Everyone has been worried about you. I ain't talking still. Being pyrotype is amazing. It's interesting. Once upon a time, in the original series of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pyro actually kind of made an amount of difference. And in like the first ever game, I think Pyro was significant. But nowadays, I suppose technically some of the magic cards still trigger off of Pyro, but them having a sort of element doesn't make as much difference as you would think it would. But then again, as I say, there are an awful large volume of magic cards that would specify Pyro, so I'm completely wrong. That's fine. That's fine. I started a sentence, it petered off in the middle, and then went down the fucking toilet towards the end. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. What is it? Your mum's dead and now you're just going to fall apart like a baby? Damn, Yuri! Just punch the kid while he's down. Punch the kid in the fucking bollocks while he is fucking down. Hey. Pyro is one of the worst types in modern Yu-Gi, so few of them are no good support. Now, one of the ones I quite like, and I'm fairly certain this requires Pyro monsters. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea in the actual game when playing it, perhaps. But one of the ones I absolutely loved from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, one of the later series, was, I believe, Axel Brody. Because it's fucking incredible, he really is. His dual disc was a gun, and so all of his entire deck was based around guns, blasters and ammo, and I just adore I can't remember what it's called, Blaze Accelerator or something. I think it's Blaze Accelerator. I don't know whether that's the first level or the second level of the cannon, but nonetheless there is a card which is Blaze Accelerator, and you can fire, I don't know whether it's just the fire, because isn't Pyro is separate from fire, because if memory serves, you do have an element for Yu-Gi-Oh! And a type for Yu-Gi-Oh!, don't you? I might be mistaken, you can feel free to correct me. I've not played Yu-Gi-Oh! In quite some time, so I can't remember. But I think it is Pyro monsters you can fire out of the gun in order to do damage, and then sort of the specified shell type monsters. I can't remember what they're called, but they're little tiny creatures that are meant to be. They're designed to be shot out of this gun, so they have extra effects when they end up in the graveyard from being shot at things. But I just love the idea behind that deck. As I say, I'm not convinced it's 100% sort of sound as a sort of viable, you know, high tier deck these days, but it was so entertaining. What did you say to me? You trying to fucking start something? You wouldn't understand. My mother was taken from me right before my eyes. She was trapped in that godforsaken place for 3 years. I thought I finally rescued her. Well, he's going to have oh no, he's actually not had a little temper tantrum. Yeah, every monster has that's it. An elemental attribute and then a specific type. Yes, there you go. Go right ahead. Cry your whole life away. That'll make your mother happy. You bastard. Oh, fucking Yuri, man. Just punch the kid out. Yuri's actually a little bit of a dick, isn't he? If you, in the grand scheme of things, he's just a tiny bit of a dick. I suppose, in fairness, he was introduced as Rude Hero, so him being a dick is not really brand new news. Ding ding. I don't have time to sit around babysitting weaklings like you. Every now and again, Yuri does go to Batman, doesn't he? In terms of the voice acting. But I did warn you it was atrocious. Maybe you should figure out why your mum is at that monster's beck and call. Then decide what to do yourself. Hey, where you going? I'm gonna get a drink. Punching small children gives me a thirst. I was wondering what Hallie's mum's words meant. The man calling himself Bacon. That's what I need to check on. I'll go to the ends of the earth to reveal his true identity. The man calling himself Bacon. Can it be? I don't know, can it? Could it be? Father? Oh, Father. I don't have a fucking voice for the father. Sorry to keep you waiting. Doyle still hasn't come out of the confessional. And he said he was going to go and meet Cardinal Simon. Has he not shown up yet? Not yet. Father, is that person really going to come? If you take off all your clothes and do a little dance, and he rubs it hard enough, that man will definitely come. Every week I promise I'm not going to do that. Every week. Fucking failure. Fucking failure. Yes, he'll definitely come. He's the only one capable of defeating Roger Bacon. Fucking Bacon in the corner. Bacon in the back alley. Ooh. Hell. Oh, that's that. I thought that was Alice Bacon. What? You? Oh, hang on. I'm mixing all the voices up. Pleased to meet you. I'm Roger Bacon. Oh, lightning hands! Hey, what is it, Alice? Huh? Hello, Earth to Alice. Anyone up there? Yuri, I'm going to go to Ruin again. There's something I need to make certain of. Huh? Right now? I'll go with you. No, I'm going by myself this time. I know I'm being selfish, but please, let me go. Alice? Don't. Because you are quite useless by yourself. What? You let her go by herself? She can't fight for shit. She heals like a trooper, but she can't fight for shit. What was I supposed to do? You wouldn't believe how stubborn that girl is. I mean, you could have fucking followed her. She said she'd be back soon. I think we should just wait for her. It's unusual for that girl to do something so rare. But why would she be going to Ruin now? What could it be about? Who knows? All we can do is pray she comes back safe. I mean, you could go after her, Yuri. She might even want you to. Yuri, I'm sorry about what I said. I heard about what happened to your parents. My parents? Who did you hear that from? From Xu Zhen. So now the old man is Mr. Sensitive. How could he? Son of a bitch. Be careful, Hallie. When people reach the end of their lives, they get all talkative and heartfelt. Yuck. So as far as I'm concerned, old farts should just go and dissipate in the wind. Yuri, you helped me because of what happened to your own mother, right? So I'm saying old folks are just... Once Alice comes back, you're going somewhere else again, right? Yeah. I'm going to find this old man of Wales that your mum was talking about. I want to go with you. Hey, thou hast not won even once. What? Why is he suddenly gone thou hast? He did that last week, didn't he, I think? Randomly. Please, not for your mother, for myself. Just as your mother did whatever she could, now I want to do whatever I can. Please, it's okay, right? Okay, I got it. We'll go together. Ah, super. Oh, I actually physically have to go to Ruin because of fucking Alice. All by herself. She's gonna die. All by herself. She's definitely gonna die. She's gonna die. She'll die. She'll die. Listen to me, please. Lately my husband has been so involved in work, he's paying no attention to me. Listen to me, please. I listen to you, and then I push the button again. Hello, ma'am. All by yourself today. Oh, I want it. I like it. Oh, tasty. Tasty woman all by herself. Ah, this salon... Oh, no. No! Well, I just bought an extra pedometer. I mean, it is genuinely sometimes slightly concerning how many wrong button pushes I can make to just cause an unfortunate series of events that absolutely fucks everything. So good. The door to the church is heavily locked from the outside. Well, I suppose we've got to go in through the back then, don't we? Hello, hook-nosed Robin. Is my nose, like, too big? Or you, like, thinking it's cool? Is it too dark to see? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You like carrying a lottery ticket? Perhaps you wish to, like, play? No? How many fucking lottery tickets do I have? Because I've got to be careful. I'm fairly certain there is something special at some point using lottery tickets. And I don't really want to... Are the lottery tickets invaluables? No, I don't think... no, so I might have discovered that I have no lottery tickets. And that is not good news. Lottery tickets... Well, I've got 7. Okay, in that case, I can afford to perhaps waste one finding out what he's got. Lottery number 6. Sure, I'll play. So, accelerator is probably what I want, what I really, really want. But seal of aura wouldn't necessarily go amiss. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. It feels like there's a method to winning this thing, but I don't know what it is. I would have to look up a guide to tell me whereabouts I ought to push the thing, but there you go, it's an unfortunate thing, so I suppose I'm going to close my eyes and just hit and hope for the best. Pow! Right in the pure root. Loving that pure root, baby. Lapping up the pure root. So I think there's boxes there. There's nothing you can do else. Whoopsie doodles, Alice, I didn't mean to send you down there. Get in the back of the church. It's held shut by a broken lock. It looks easy to open. A push ring. So she takes a slightly more subtle approach than Yuri, because I'm fairly certain he kicked the door in. Whoa, don't you. Wish your girlfriend was hot like Alice, don't ya? Don't ya? Nothing doing there, so I think it's just in the main church area. It's an exquisite old altar. That day, I was praying here myself, and then I went outside the back way. Father went to call on Father Doyle, who was closed up in the confessional. Okay, so we would probably want to go to the confessional. Is that a thing? Yes? Maybe this is what I was thinking of last week when I said we could go into the confessionals. Maybe you could only do it... Maybe you only do it once and it's just this. I wonder what Father Doyle was doing here. I suspect he was probably having a little wank before he had to do his meeting. Why didn't he go with us to see the Cardinal? Because he felt wanking in front of a cardinal would be a sin. Maybe he didn't want to meet Cardinal Simon. Cardinal Simon. Aha! Oh, spin ring. Spin ring, spin ring. spin, ring, spin, ring, spin. Yay, first time. There's a hollow in the back of the shelf. A hiding place for Father Doyle's papers. Oh, the hard paid, holy powder. I have committed a terrible, heinous act. I sold my best friend Elliot and his daughter to demons to protect my own life. I will never be able to purge this sin, no matter how I burn myself 1,000 times. All I can do now is repent my sins alone to God every day. But I know who Roger Bacon really is. How long is he going to leave me alone? How am I going to be next? Next, I tells you, next. There's a photograph between the papers. It's a photograph of a man and bacon. 1888 Revival Festival with Father Hans Doyle and Cardinal Albert Simon. But the photograph is of Roger Bacon, isn't it? Blah? We met him that night. Cardinal Albert Simon. Are you going to do it like as a full... Oh, no. We could have been there all night. I didn't realise I was in control. Looks like you're onto us. Don't follow the evil man who kills people, Alice. Maybe, I suppose technically there was no other way out, but still. Please, set your mind at ease, Sister Alice. I have no intention of harming you. I just wish to speak with you a little. Oh, is that so, Roger Bacon? Or should I say... Here comes the big reveal. Cardinal Albert Simon. Boom, boom, boom. Or I don't have it. I don't happen to have it on me. I imagine it's going to be too awkward to find. But fuck it. This is Caliber style doings. Let's just sit on this screen while I do. While I look things up so that we can have a proper go at this. Dunky diggly diggly dung diggy 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 doo da. I don't quite know what I'm trying to find, which makes the searching a little bit awkward. I wonder if that'll do what I want. Apparently not, because it's not coming up very loud. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something even more unusual. Right, let us. Okay, so we need. Let's muted that. And then we're going up there. Oh, that's not quite what I meant to do. There we go. Right, like that. That's not... Once again, that's not exactly worked, but... Oh, God. Sometimes the world don't like things working for you. Here we go. And I suspect this will mean absolutely fucking meaningless to you, Oni. Because you're kind of the wrong audience for this gag, but... Okay, so I'm Cardinal. You're Roger Bacon, or should I say Cardinal Albert Simon? That felt quite fast. Huh. Apparently, that is how fast the boom boom booms are. Goes to show that I haven't watched EastEnders in fucking years, so I can't remember that. Anyway, there we go. That was worth it. Hell yeah. Right, now I've got to try and figure out how the fuck to get all of these back to just working. So that's a thing. With a bit of luck. No, I don't think it will. Okay, fine. I shall open the volume mixer. God damn it, you were supposed to just... Can't you just... Can I not, like, reset everything? No. Nope, maybe I can't. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Right, I'll tell you... Oh, that's too loud. Okay, right. I've got a plan. It's not very good, but it'll fucking do. Never seen that show. EastEnders is a British soap opera that is... Right, okay, that's now probably too loud for everybody, but that's fine. Because now, hopefully, with a bit of luck, everything is now... There we go, everything is now back to working. Awesome. Well, I broke everything for a shit joke, but now we're back again. Back for more shit jokes. But yeah, anyway, the idea behind the gag there is in EastEnders, what they tend to do is like just over the top ridiculousness, and then something like a bombshell. You get a bombshell at the end of the episode, like something like, you know, I'm sorry, Gary. It's not your baby. It's Steve's. Boom, 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 boom. And so, you know, the bombshell here is this is not Roger Bacon. Despite the fact that all the way through the entire game so far, we have thought we have been fighting Roger Bacon. But instead, no. Bacon was an imposter all along, and he is Cardinal Albert Simon. That's right. That's my true name. Though you may call me whichever pleases you. Father Doyle knew your secret from the beginning, didn't he? That Cardinal Simon and the Dark Warlock Roger Bacon were one and the same. That's why you concealed your identity from us by using Olga to kill my father. Exactly, sir. Exactly so. You see, I just had to have your powers. Only one person born every 100 years or so is born with powers like yours. But now I have obtained a different key. You mean Kudelka? Soon I will begin final preparations with her help. And I'd prefer that nothing stands in our way. Neither you nor any of your friends. That's impossible, as long as you continue in your wicked ways. But why are you so insistent in using magic you know is forbidden? Why is it that you want to destroy the world? Alice, do you think things are right in the world? Huh? True peace is impossible. Only an illusion of peace exists in the superficial calm of our lives. In fact, the blood and tears of the poor are sacrificed daily by a handful of elite power-mongers. No matter how far science and technology advances, repression will never cease. We're only human. Whenever the calls for revolution turn into concrete action, instigators are met by the full resistance of the elite, who stop at nothing to keep their power. But then why do you... I'm motivated by revenge. Revenge? Yes, revenge. Revenge against the dead who have lost their very souls. I'm glad to have been able to talk to you today. Thank you, sister. Unfortunately, the next time we meet will be as enemies. Please give my regards to the others. Well then. I'm gonna whibble away, because that is what I do. Albert Simon, a.k.a. Fucker. I don't know why I said that, just sort of just came out. Oh, I can't believe it. You mean Bacon himself was the very man we were looking for? Cardinal Simon. So he said he was beginning his final preparations, right? Yes. If he's so serious, then we don't have any time to waste. We better head to Wales too. I wonder what's waiting for us there. Wales, huh? What's the matter? My mum told me about an incident experienced in Wales. A scientist was trying to raise the dead in a monastery he bought. I heard that the dead turned into horrible monsters. What the? It's just like the orphanage. Maybe there's some connection with Cardinal Simon. Ah, hello, hello, hello. I believe we're at least to the power of 15. I may have skipped one, but I'm fairly confident we've definitely had 13. I think we're now at about 15. Well, I guess we're off to Wales. Oh, I have to have Alice. There is no fucking choice. But I get a choice of who to have. Anyway. So, do we want Hallie? No, not really at all. Do we want Keith? Maybe. He's quite low level, yes. In fact, barring Shuzhen, I'm tempted. I might be better off just in case they do some kind of annoying fuck around where, oh, you have to have 2 separate parties, and we know you haven't really been training all your characters, so one of your parties is going to be absolutely fucked. Aren't we funny? Bastard video games. Have you ever wondered why you play video games? I don't know. I hate them all so much. I hate them all. I hate them with a burning passion, all of them. Every one of them. So why do you play them? Because I love them. Yet I hate them. Yet I love them. Love to hate the video games. Junk! All of the junk. It is currently not residing in my trunk. Right, what we got? So, let us save it, because we haven't saved it in a little while. Plus, now I wonder if the little girl has officially got her fighting pit operational. Are you officially a fighting pit yet, love? But I can't expect it all the time. No, you're not officially a fighting pit. That's fine. That's fine. Fair dues. Fair dues. I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Useless small child. Call me when you get the fight pit going, love. Really must stop using the word love. It's unfortunate and slightly misogynistic, but there you go. It's habit. It is now unfortunate habit. Go back to the British menu, or British map. The Nimerton Monastery in Wales, boyo. We're going to fucking Wales. Here we are in Wales. And that is a monastery with a heart. What the hell? Is this some kind of alien's house? I don't know. I just thought I wanted to say just in case. Be careful. It may fuse or transform or something. Are you kidding? Don't tell me you believe that junk. Oh boy, fucking god damn it. Why does the woman I love have to be a fucking idiot? Why have you returned? But, you know, it's dangerous. What if they transform? I am Lord of Vampires. I'm stuck with idiots. Well, it might be dangerous if you get too close. Come on, let's go. Do I want to go there or up there? I'm kind of wanting to go up here, for now, at least. This might just... I don't know if this is nothing, something, or it's going to lead me to the map. No, it is something. It is something. I think I want to... It doesn't look like any monastery I've ever seen. No. I did call it a monastery, didn't I? And they called it a monastery, right? I'm not... fairly... although I think the ruins in the top right corner there, I think that's probably the monastery, and this sort of observatory, I would call this, a little bit more at least. This is a little bit different. This is sort of a house that, well, Bacon built. Sorry, I've just spoilt it. I've just spoilt who's going to turn up in this house. It's a pretty slick looking house, and it isn't locked or anything. Well, let's try and get in it. I'd call it a fucking spaceship. Yeah, it is a little bit spacey, isn't it? What is this place? There's a strange machine here. I think this house is going to transform. Yeah, and then the whole thing will rocket off. Where did you grow up? I believe you grew up in Japan, Alice. I think it's fairly well established that you grew up in Japan. I'm clinging to the wall on one side, and when I inevitably end up walking up, I'll try and cling the other side, just in case a mysterious doodah, you know, mystery icon pops up. It is oddly TARDIS-esque, isn't it? Although, having said that, this is a little bit more like the Flash's cosmic treadmill, but steampunky. It's a machine with a moving floor surface. The complex gears seem to have been made by a true craftsman. Oh my. Let's have a wander around here. A complicated schematic diagram is spread across the desktop. The only thing spread across my desktop is a load of icons, inevitably leading to porn. The bookshelf is full of books that look too difficult to bother reading. Well, that's because you're thick as shit. Ah! That's nice. I've received the light gravestone, as opposed to the heavy gravestone before anybody else says that. So yes, I've received the light gravestone. I will show you the light gravestone. Valuables. It's pretty much the same as the dark gravestone. Strangely glowing stone. It seems to have the same mystic qualities as the one in the graveyard. Yes, I have the darkness gravestone. Cool, blimey. Which, what, Doctor Who or something else? I've pretty much watched every Doctor Who. It's had its ups and downs. Oh, The Flash! Oh, again, I've watched almost all of the episodes of The Flash, if not all of the episodes of The Flash. Yeah, I like Flash. Again, it's had its ups and downs. I can't deny it. A couple of the seasons and a couple of the episodes are a bit like, ugh. But that's fairly standard American fare, really. They sort of, they do a lot of filler. I feel like sometimes they could do with condensing the series and making them sort of like really quite good. Now, season 3 I think was quite a good one, if memory serves. Season 1 was a good one because I think at season 1 of the 3 primary CW DC TV series, I think Flash in season 1 definitely had the lead, but then when they introduced Legends of Tomorrow, that was definitely the best, because that is fucking crazy. Fun fact, he didn't save his mother. Well, he did, and then he didn't, because he had to not. It's a machine made out of junk and old metal. Looks like it becomes a cockpit when it transforms. Who said it transforms? The narrator is buying into Yuri's nonsense. The fuck is this? I don't think the narrator should be encouraging this sort of bullshit. So I don't think anything's happening in the house. I think what we have to do is wander around in the sort of ruins of above. That was the cliffhanger at the end of that season. Oh, was it really? Oh, spoiler alert. He does save his mother, and then he has to unsave his mother because it breaks time. So that saves you watching series 4. So you can skip that one. You're an arsehole, aren't you? Yeah, a little bit. The person's name is crudely carved into the tombstone. James O'Flaherty, rest in peace with your loved ones. At the moment, they're dicking around with the mirror woman, who's kind of winning. Can't remember. I think the series may have been cut short, possibly because of the old plague. So I'm not sure, because it just sort of ended with a to be continued, and it didn't feel like a full-fledged sort of cliffhanger. But it also didn't feel like, you know, there's also not been any more episodes, but I haven't looked it up, so I might be wrong. My goodness, these are some huge ruins. I wonder what the place looked like before it fell apart. So this is what Harley was talking about, the monastery that researched on raising the dead. There was something here, but now this entire place is like a graveyard. It's just so sad. Oh, God. Okay. You can tell this is going to be stupid by the music, and I've got to choose a voice, and it's got to be strange. The Flash was about the only one of the CW shows, apart from season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow, which was kind of meh. Apart from Captain Cold and Heatwave chewing the scenery. Captain Cold and Heatwave were fantastic together, but Legends of Tomorrow, I think, has slightly... I mean, I grant you, it may be right on the line, because some of their episodes definitely cross the line into, no, this is just silly. But most of them just manage to come under the line of absolute silly for just a pleasant amount of silly. But they are absolutely batshit insane. And that's why I think Legends, of all of the CW DC series, Legends is definitely the best, if you want my opinion. Because it does not take itself seriously at all, and is just hilarious for it. Whereas all the others, like Batwoman started really strong, and has, since the crossover episodes, which I gotta say, the crossover episode is fantastic. But since the crossover, Batwoman has steadily been sort of like going meh, 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 and just falling down and down and down. But there you go. That's my opinion. You're allowed your own opinion. Everybody else is allowed their own opinion. Oh God, I don't know what sort of voice. I'm going to try and channel a little bit of Xenosaga Chronicles, I think. A Nopon. Or should I try a little bit of Welsh? But then again, it's classified as strange voice, so I'd be insulting the Welsh if I was to do a Welsh. If I was to try a Welsh accent. So, okay, starting point. If I tried a Welsh accent, I'd insult the Welsh. If I tried a Welsh accent under the direction strange voice, I'd be insulting the Welsh. So it'd be a double whammy. I'm thinking, because I know what he looks like, there's a part of me thinking like, my precious, the ring. Try and channel a little bit of Gollum. Oh yeah, oh my precious. I don't know. I don't think Amy Welsh is here anymore. No, she left earlier. She left before you came in. Lovely girl. Delightful to encounter her. No, I know what you said. And yes, it is not my eyes playing tricks on me. You did misspell it, but I do get it. I understand. It just amuses me to pull it off. No, that's fair. Typing on a phone is a pain in the arse at the best of times. So, I can't seem to get Gollum's voice in my brain. Precious. Yeah, I know that Gollum was awful. It's because I can't quite seem to catch the voice in my brain to even remotely have a chance at doing it out loud. So it's slightly annoying. Oh yeah, you can hear the cries of the dead roaming this area. Who's this? You see all these things, not human, not ghosts. Happy things, unfortunate things, lucky things, poor things, misunderstood things, necessary things, unneeded things, all of them have returned to the earth and heavens. Filthy hobbitses. Yeah, even that one's awful. I mean, I probably couldn't do an impression of Gollum even if I could remember. But there you go. Who are you? Why turn your back on me? It's probably those fucking socks. Jesus. I knew he was a freaky looking fella who looks almost a little bit, in his portrait, I think he looks almost a bit like Bones from Yu-Gi-Oh! But I do not remember those socks. And genuinely, I don't know how I could have possibly forgotten those socks. Because, fuck me, look at those socks. They're the only things I can look at now. What, I don't think I should look into your eyes.
Oh, wow, another blow stinger. What's it called? Verbal abuse? The one that always bespouts its freedom of speech. Bada boom, bada bing. You get my meaning?
And what the fuck is with you?
Hey,
Oh, look! Ah, that's interesting. Chester, you seemed to believe... Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I can't do any kind of... I can't do any adjustment. I was going to name him Fuckface because I knew he was pulling this bullshit.
what you feel? Maybe you think you can name me? Thought I'd be a new friend, huh?
Kind of I was going to call you out for, you know, bullshitting that there was no new characters, but I pushed the button too soon because I thought I could rename him. But at literally any button push, I think, reverts back to this.
Well, sorry. Maybe if we had more time, then we could have been friends. I'll barely finish on schedule even as is, but boy, it would have been fun to adventure with you.
What are you babbling about?
I guess it doesn't matter.
What doesn't matter? Little fourth wall break there. What the fuck is your problem and who the fuck are you? I think I preferred my dialogue for Alice there.
I don't know. My name's Roger Bacon, the eternal prodigy, lover of science and learning.
Huh? What? Roger Bacon? There's a second Bacon in the house.
Yes. Are you here for a delivery?
Kudelka told us to come here.
Oh, Kudelka? You mean that Kudelka?
You know who Kudelka is, old geezer?
But of course I do. I wouldn't forget the strange girl, Kudelka. Is that correct? That's it. Oh, the time has come. And so have I. Oh, laugh last, because I came to die. Why don't you all come inside?
It can't be that.
I'll be waiting. Come see me, okay? Come see me.
Who the heck was that? Roger Bacon. At least that's what he said. Oh. Oh dear God, that's Roger Bacon. I preferred the other man.
The damage done, the pain subsides.
Wow, do you know all of the words? The only ones I tend to remember are... and you'll know exactly why I remember this line. I always remember the line, the time has come, and so have I. Because... it's almost an automatic reflex nowadays for me to end up going, the time has come, and so have I, and do a wanker gesture. Because I can't help myself. I can't help myself. When you give me a prime opportunity of using the word come in an alternate fashion, I will use the word come in an alternate fashion. And that's just the way I roll, baby. I've received the Talisman of Power. Now all the words to that, Devil's Never Cry, and all three of the battle themes from DMC5. Oh my. I genuinely, actually, I do wish I had a memory like yours, because you seem to remember almost everything. The door is locked tight. I didn't even know it was a door, Yuri, so you've spoilt that one for us all, haven't you, son? Am I going? I do not know at all. We will never surrender. Never surrender. Never give up. I think that's a chest. A mant of nobility. We will check out the Mant of Nobility. That's something Yuri can equip. No. Or at least, if it is, it's not a actual height. It's not an actual equipment. No. Okay, so is that something you can equip? No. The Mant. Interesting. Ah! The Mant of Nobility. Holy shit, I wonder if that's his ultimate armour. By George! By George, that might very well... Oh, my stream broke for a moment as well, so I don't know how much you've missed, unfortunately. A silk mantle that shows high rank in the Darkness clan. Lined with the scalps of sacrificed clergymen, the wearer feels wrapped in night itself. Cuts earth damage in half. By George, by Jeffro, and by Jiminy, I do believe that is Keith's ultimate armour, the Mantle of Nobility. Awesome, lovely, delightful, triple kill. The way it ramped up there in wordage, it felt natural to end up with a kill sound. But nonetheless, delightful. I'm very pleased. Good Lord, I'm pleased. I don't know if I've ever been quite so fucking pleased in my life. You can tell how fucking pleased I am by how fucking voluminous his volume says. Saying you always say the time has come and so have I. Yes. That's the one line I always remember, because I always have to do a wanker gesture to suggest that, you know, the time has come and so have I, because I've been wanking myself off. But I can't help myself. It makes me chuckle, especially because it's such a serious, like, heavy metal song, and to go, the time has come and so have I. So just give me a minute to clean up.
Oh, I see. That's why you can't see me.
Mr. Roger Bacon, please call...
Bing bang, please call me Roger. What is it that is?
How do you know Kudelka?
10 years ago, those ruins were called Nemeton Monastery.
I told you the ruins were probably the monastery.
In reality, the monastery was a jail for political prisoners with life sentences. In time, this role as prison faded away. The building was bought by a man named Patrick. Then that dreadful incident happened.
Dreadful incident?
Patrick moved into Nemeton with a beautiful wife, Len, and a pair of servants. One day, bandits broke into the home and took Elaine's life. Patrick couldn't accept her death and delved deep into the research of black magic. He finally raised her from the dead, but what returned was not his wife, a hideous monster. Kudelka defeated that monster and released Elaine's soul.
So, weirdly, that... I do wonder if what he has just described there is in fact the story and game of Kudelka. I did mention last week that it was a whole game of itself featuring Kudelka, but I wonder if Nemeton Monastery and dealing with that situation actually cropped up in that game. Whether it was the whole focus of the game or just a little plot point, I don't know, but I wonder. Hey, that story is the same as Jack's at the orphanage. Does that emigre something or other book have something to do with it?
You know the emigre document. Patrick's used it extensively in his research.
How did Patrick get a hold of the emigre document?
I'm not sure, but I think he bought it from someone.
A man stole that book from the Vatican. His name is Roger Bacon.
Who, me? I'd steal a book? The fuck are you accusing me of? Get out of my fucking house.
But he's actually Cardinal Albert Simon. Maybe he sold the document to Patrick. Albert Simon. I see.
Bullshit, you see.
He has been concerned these past years with the study of the deepest laws of the universe. I knew it. He hasn't given up yet.
We are fighting Albert.
You know Cardinal Simon?
Yes, I know him well. He was a student of mine.
He was your student, really?
It's true. How long ago was it now? About 300 years before I slept here. It's about the time period when he followed the Crusaders and fought them against the Ottoman Empire.
Oh! Scene.
Of all my disciples, he stood out as the finest.
There you go. That's what the official strange voice is.
Good. Having come from the lowest and poorest class of society, Albert lifted himself up and applied himself diligently to study so that he could change the world. I saw great promise in him, and I taught him everything I knew.
Which was probably a mistake, because it turned out he was an
Philosophy,
arsehole.
science, astronomy, alchemy. But in time, he began to question certain contradictions he saw in the world. The ruling classes and the subjected masses. He came to reject a world in which a person's place was determined by his birth, and he lost patience with me when I attempted to moderate his views. In the end,
Whoa.
he brought me
That was a
up
little
on
bit white
charges
again.
before the court of the Vatican. But it was he whom the church condemned. Of course. In an age of absolutism, anyone who called for the granting of rights to individual citizens could do nothing but anger the powers that be, whether in the church or the state. Any such person was destined to be condemned as a heretic and locked away forever or tortured to death. The truth is, I knew that he was right. But I also knew that a world in which everyone could live as equals was nothing but a pipe dream. Perhaps it could be achieved in time, as knowledge spread more widely among the people. But for that age, it was an idea much too far ahead of its time.
He'd plotted revenge because his ideas weren't accepted? What a fucking loser. Albert changed after the trial. His cynical smile did little to hide the darkness behind his eyes. Ignoring my advice, he pushed himself to the limit and ended up becoming trapped by the black arts. He unsealed forbidden magics and worked to fulfill his dream, the total destruction of society.
But I feel like I can understand how he felt, in a way. Yes, Yuri, you've summed up the definition of a fucking good villain. We kind of see his way, and we can understand him, but he's still an arsehole.
We can't leave him be. Albert will do something drastic using Codel's power. We have to stop him.
Sure, Alice, but we don't know where he is.
If I'm right, he is close. Closer than most, much closer than you'd like.
What?
I'm sure Kudelka realized what Albert was about to do. In that case, we don't have much time. You're prepared to fight him, correct?
No. Yeah, but I don't know how long we'll last fighting him. But I won't give up until we settle this.
Okay then, I shall assist you. I'll take you to Albert.
Roger, really? Now? In the middle of the day? Oh well.
This teleporter isn't completed yet, but the vending machine works fine. Get whatever you might need. Wait for me at the Nemeton Monastery ruins when you're ready.
Fuck. Fuck. Are we slightly further ahead than I thought? No, I'm not 100% convinced we are. But I might be wrong. Let's have a go in the vending machine. There's a strange machine. Touch it. Oh, touch it. Touch it real good. Oh, yeah. Continental Zero. Touching it. That's why I'm touching it. Yeah, touch it, touch it. Ooh, touch, touch. I'm gonna touch it. Real good. Ooh, yes, touching it. Good. I am enjoying touching it. Every day I am touching it. Ooh, it's a little bit touching. And it does seem oddly endgamey, and I'm really not convinced it fucking is. So, I don't know. That's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have to be very cautious as to how far I progress here, because I don't want to miss out on a load of stuff. But I'm also not 100% convinced we're at that point yet. Can't tell you, I can't remember that much about it. Oh, shitting hell, that was tiny ring. Tiny ring. Did I? Oh, shit, you don't actually get... I don't think you get the stacked bonus. You end up going straight back to retail price, which is slightly alarming. So what I might do is stick to just perhaps 20% as... no, I'll take a 20% discount, I think, because otherwise I'm going to just keep losing. We do need the Executioner's Sword as a priority, so we'll buy that first. Oh shit, I was supposed to say no. But I managed it anyway, so that's fine. Received 30% off. Marvellous. Right. The Stygian robes. I only need one of those because I've just got Yuri on the team at the moment. So just pick up one Stygian robe. 10% discount. That's right. Indeed. Let's get a 10% discount. Oh, now trying for the 30. I meant to stop at 20%, but I fucked it up. I fucked it right up. That's the way we do things here on the J Dragon Show. We constantly fuck it up, much to my annoyance. That's right. Let's not take any risks. Let's not take any risks. We don't want no risks in here. Let's pick up another loin guard. That's what we want, another loin guard. We need all of the loin guards, because frankly my penis is cold, and I need a loin guard to warm it up so that it is no longer cold. That is what we need. Oh ding! Let's get all of the things. Cool. Well, that machine is funky and special, so that's nice. Right, so we're getting rid of our red leather jacket in favour of our Stygian robe. A spiritual robe worn by warlocks when confronting evil. A bit costly, but offers excellent protection. Woven from sulfan silk thread. It's light and has a unique sheen. Right, so loinguard we're fine with. So what we need there is the Snow White robe. Holy robe! Worn by white witches during ceremonies to ward off evil. It is a powerful defense against envoys from the demonic world, and is proof of high rank as a psychic medium. And the Grand Bible. Only the greatest of holy leaders may possess this book of prophecy. The book itself carries a great mystical power. Isn't that delightful? Right, so I believe the loin guard replaces that. I think we've already seen it though. Hot-blooded spirit of man. Do you want to see my spirit of man? Oh, the Silver Crescent Sword is weaker, but nonetheless stronger than the Royal Westock. So I probably should have been using the Royal Westock. Never mind. Massive sword used for beheading. Its blade is so sharp that it could easily slice a horse in two. Enormous strength is needed to wield it in battle, especially if you're wielding it one-handed, as Keith does. Right, so I believe we're all done right there. So I can't deny, I wouldn't mind a save point. And then we'll see what the things are. Touch it real good. Oh yeah, touch it like a pro. Right, we do not need the Ever Bible, so let us try and raise the price and get some cash back on the Ever Bible. The Bible that is now forever etched into your brainium. Raise the price a bit more. Bing, 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 bing. I don't think we need the four. We do need the four god staff. We want to keep the four god staff so that Zhu Zhen is not entirely shit. That's right. So he's not able to shit. Don't you dismiss his name. Keith is still a stupid name. I imagine many a person called Keith is very annoyed at you right now. Very annoyed. Luckily, I don't think there's anybody in this stream called Keith. I do know a Keith, but he's not in this stream. Or at least it's highly unlikely. I mean, it'd be a bloody fucking coincidence if he was. Sell the laurel slingshot. Whoops, nearly spammed my buttons too much. And you don't want to do that. No, sir, you don't want to do that. You do not want to do any kind of poo. Not at the moment, no. It would be awkward. Right, let's sell my chainmail vest. Oh, that was bloody close. They should be annoyed with their parents for naming them Keith. Oh, I mean, in fairness, once upon a time, I'm sure Keith was a very popular name. That's probably why the person I know called Keith is perfectly fine being called Keith. I might as well keep the red leather jacket for now, just in case Zhu Zhen gets put in the party, but, spoiler, if I can help it, Zhu Zhen's not going in the fucking party. As I say, it wouldn't surprise me too much if there's a party split moment at some point in the not too distant future where we have to use him, but I can't remember. I might be making that up. I'm going to outclass the metal belt, so next time Hallie's in party he'll probably require a new belt of some kind, but I won't need it. Once upon a time Adolf was perfectly fine. Yes. Although I can't think of any, particularly negative Keiths. Well, I suppose Keith Lemon, that's a particularly negative one. Although I must admit I don't tend to watch his comedy, so it's perhaps a little unreasonable for me to judge him harshly. But I can't say Keith Lemon appeals. But then again, I think the whole Keith Lemon is a character, isn't it? The entirety, I don't think it's the guy behind those things is called Keith Lemon. I think his name is something completely different, I believe. But I might be wrong. As specified, I don't really pay much attention to that guy. He just doesn't seem to make me laugh. I'm sure if he tried hard, he probably could. Right, so, I mean, I'm relatively convinced we're not quite at endgame yet, so I'm going to level. I'm struggling to come up with a Keith that's even on the level of Adolf. No, that's. I think that's true. I mean, I suppose Keith Hitler. Who does anybody know a Keith Hitler? Oh yes, you wanted me to wait for. Oh shit. Oh well, doesn't matter that much. I'll tell you what. I might be able to investigate. And just. It's a complex. Yeah, no, he's not willing to tell me anything about it. No, made out of junk. No, okay, fair enough. Let's go to the Nemeton Monastery, because we have to at least trigger something a little further down the line, because I happen to know certain... I remember certain bits about certain other people's ultimate doodads and thingamabobs, and therefore I know we've got to get at least a little further into the story in order to start wandering around and checking out all of those. It's the first name I could come up with that's no longer acceptable. No, that's true. So I think what we want is that door thing we stumbled upon earlier. I might be mistaken, but it's probably... Oh, no, fair enough. You're just going to cut me off early.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll show you the last secret that remains in these ruins.
Is there really something here?
Keep your eyes open. Oh, I do a little dance and the thingy opens. You'll soon find out why I reside here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go into the creepy tunnel. Go into the creepy tunnel, Yuri, with the dirty old man. That's it. That's what we need. Yes.
Oh, I could have saved it here. Oh, well, never mind. Live and learn in the places you can save things. Right, we want to do a little bit of a... Oh, no, fair enough. You take over, game. You take over. Oh!
But what is this place that's full of evil spirits? Can you sense the atmosphere of curse and chaos that remains here? I'm proud of you. Kudelka's power sealed him, but his spirit remains. It makes me shiver to even think of him.
Are you okay? Alice, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Alice?
Yes, thank you. The large pot over there was used to create a human who shouldn't have existed. Elaine's body without her soul turned into an inhuman entity. Patrick didn't intend for that. No shit. Since ancient times, this place has been called Neem.
Do you know what? It might not be Neem. That might be a specialised M. I don't know. Is the honest truth. Looking at it, it should just be pronounced Neem or Niam. But there's a part of me, I'm not going to keep calling it Neve, but there's a part of me wondering if it's actually pronounced Neve. Which, I mean, doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a fucking M. But it wouldn't surprise me. It contains a mysterious power.
There are other places like this as well, let's see. Such as Easter Island, the civilization of Atlantis, and the lost continent of Mu,
where all the cows went.
All of those places were situated upon the Earth's nerve points.
Earth's nerve points? You mean like in acupuncture? Are you fucking high?
That's right. Yes. I took a lot of drugs before you came. The stars have a strong influence on this location. Unusual power builds up here.
So this is a special place on the planet?
Yes, it's where a certain something is sealed in place.
Do you want to be less cryptic? Dickhead.
Just as I thought, someone opened this door. This door was made in ancient times to seal the ruins. You've seen this seal before, haven't you? This is an illustration of the soul that is called the Judgment Ring. Those three eyes drawn here describe motive, action, and outcome. Motive is the conscious of the life. Action is the possibility of life. Outcome is the destiny of life. Receptacles of our souls.
You made that sound a little bit too much like arseholes, didn't you?
Yes.
Was it deliberate?
No, not that time. But it's going to be this time.
Receptacles of arseholes. This is a common principle that all humans share. Yes, everybody's got arseholes. Like opinions. You're following you're following your will to grab your future on your own. And you'll see the outcome of your action on the other side of the door of judgment.
Door of judgment? That's what he said, dear. That's what he said.
And at the end of this path you'll find Albert and Kudelka. They will be there without fail. This is the furthest I can go. You must decide on your own if you want to walk through the door or not.
Huh. Kind Roger. You really think we'd come this far just to turn back? We're determined to go to the ends of the earth long ago, buddy. You're right. That's why we're here after all.
Right on! Right on! I'm getting down with the kids! Wow, this is so darn exciting! Oh, this makes me feel so alive! All 6 of my nipples are tingling.
Well, let me open the door of judgment for you. Oh shit, I don't know if I can. Oh no, I can. I can. I'll wait here. I trust that you'll be back.
Thank you, Roger. Oh, let me replenish your strength. Why, thank you, Roger Bacon. Still not convinced this is the point of no return, but... Are the nipples a vampire thing or just a Keith thing? They're a cat from Red Dwarf thing is where the quote comes from, but you never know. Maybe Keith just has a little bit of cat in him, and he's a cat vampire. Of course, we know someone who would immediately slay the cat vampire because of his callous cat-slaying nature, but it's probably best not to mention it. Ooh, this is gonna be a little bit of a maze, isn't it just? Do you like mazes? No. Why do you play this game? Every single part you've gotten, do you like it? No. The seal is a flame. When the seal and the flame shine together, the treasure will be opened. Ooh, get you. The flame is light. When all of the colours are mixed, the flame will go white. I mean, in fairness, the game asked the player to do it. The game knew. I mean, it would have been interesting if they'd not had anything, but the fact that that little dialogue popped up, I quite enjoyed that. That was quite nice. That was quite entertaining to me. But yeah, filthy kitten murderer. Bastard. Do you like pina coladas? And getting caught in verse? Pow, pow, pow. Punch him up, Yuri. Can you do it in one? Probably not. Because it's a single enemy. I would expect it to be relatively tough, but Ignite, that's going to do more damage, but I'm hoping between Keith and Yuri having a next turn. Oh yes, yeah, I know, you know, I get what you were going for now. Yes, it was Pigeon, wasn't it? Filthy pigeon murderer. No, can't do a milk chip. Did you know you couldn't do a milk chip before you tried? Yes. Yes, I knew. I knew going into that impression that I couldn't really do an impression of milk chip. The only one is but that's just a noise, and even that wasn't very good. He shot my speckled Jim. Love that line. Oh god, this really is another maze, isn't it? Fuck-a-duck, fuckity ducks, fuckity ducks, fuckarama, fuck-a-duck. Okay, so there's a red switch. I've turned the red switch on. I've got a red flame now. I don't think I can get this treasure chest now with a purple light. So I'm assuming, I suppose, I probably need the blue flame to make the purple chest open. That's my immediate thought track. Anyway, you know, difficult to say for absolute certain, because I can't remember, which is a fucking problem. Oh yeah, we're gonna go round in circles with a ton of fucking bells. I suppose technically you should be used to it by now. That's right. Oh yes, indeed. Let's have a punchy time. That's right. Ow! Don't do that. You will not stop picking on Alice. You pricks. Pow pow. Oh, Alice. Silly Alice. I'll tell you what. I'm confident that Keith can wipe one in a single shot. Pow pow. Pow 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 pow. See, he doesn't just wield that sort of one-handed, he wields it bloody fast one-handed. Unfortunately, disappointment, Keith, disappointment. He can't do it in one. Yuri's picked up Alice's slack, and now hopefully, no, they get a turn. I was hoping that Alice would get the next turn and pick up Keith's slack. Unfortunately, what's going to happen is we're going to take a bit of a pasting. Which is mildly annoying indeed. Good, that's much better, Alice. Can you kill? Can you kill it, Alice? Good girl. That's what we need. It's what we need. Don't know that Liverpool cares, but yikes. I don't know what about Liverpool. Liverpool. I know there is a place called Liverpool. It's got to make up for having such an awful name somehow. How dare you? Dare you keep... I know, well, I figured it was football, but they just had an own goal. That has got to be fucking embarrassing, isn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, under any circumstances, that's got to be embarrassing. Okay, there's double chests at the back here, so we might as well grab them, and then we're going to have to go back because this door's not open. Received a punk jacket. check this door. Oh, move ahead. Oh, no, I'm not ready yet. No, I'm not. Seal of strength and a punk jacket. So, punk jacket. Do you know what? Punk jacket, I think that might be Yuri. No, it's not. I mean, it certainly could have been Yuri's ultimate. I've got a feeling, though. No, I don't think I would need him. I think it might be... I don't think it's going to be an equipment. I think the punk jacket is Hallie's ultimate armour. And unfortunately, I can't show it to you without Hallie being in the party, I don't think. No. You can't just... Oh, no, there we go, I can do it. The punk jacket. A leather jacket typically worn by street punks. The sharp metal spikes express their young rage. Reinforced with steel plates, perfect for fighting. Cuts wind damage in half. There you go, that confirms it is Hallie's ultimate armour. So we have Hallie's ultimate armour. We are getting an awfully large volume of ultimate armours, which is alarming considering, you know, this is sort of... this is feeling very endgamey if we're ending up with armours. But it's weird. There's a certain something I'm expecting, but I can't quite... The brain can't quite nail down what it is that I'm expecting. I feel like I would know it when I see it, but I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know it, unfortunately. But there you go. Oh, I'm sure it's not the first time that an own goal has happened. Oddly enough, I watched earlier today, I watched the episode of Hancock's half hour called The Football Pools, where he's been betting on the football in the football pools. And he relays this story of his sort of heroic footballing days in the East Cheam team. Oh, perfect, Keith. Well done. And he describes how he was sort of injured early doors, and then lo and behold, he, of course, because all of his stories are exaggerations and you know, ridiculously over the top, he fought through the pain and he got up, and someone in the audience said, "Give it to Hancock," because he's, you know, in his story he is of course the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And then he ran down the field, he was dodging people left, right and centre, he was doing all this, and he scored a goal. So, and then Sid James says to him, "So you won the game?" "No, 2-0, I forgot at half time we changed sides." So, good, we've now got the yellow flame, so we can open that chest. So that's it's funnier if you see the original, I promise. Are you sure you can't make that sort of promise? Right, I believe I want to turn this green... Wait a minute, what is it? Yeah, I want to turn the green one off, so that hopefully we can get back to red, so that I'm fairly confident if there's a blue button, I want to try and do the blue button. Try and get the blue button in. Oh, look at those freaky deaky. I believe they were called guinea pigs there. But yeah, they are weird sort of human... Oh, they split as well. Oh, aren't they delightful? Oh, fucking Alice. I was too busy being weirded out by these fucking bizarre little creatures we're facing. But, oh, is that just the simple... Do you want to see the football? Come watch the football. The football. It's eternal. It's forever. The football. The football. Come watch the football. Every day's football. See the football. Enjoy the football. Experience the football. That is truly an absolutely immense joke. There was a football game where someone intercepted the throw and ran the wrong way. Stopped short of the end zone by his own teammate. I mean, at least that's something. At least he got stopped. Oh, we're close to levelling up. I wonder... That's going to be another slight marker. Another oh dear, this is... Well, I mean... At some point, I need that to be a thing. But right this very moment, I don't necessarily want that to be an issue. The malice issue. It's better when you're exploring dungeons that malice is not this high. So I might have to try and find the exit and go deal with that so I can run around this place without fear of consequences. Oh, there's a massive pit here. Let the soul of destruction be sealed to this land. Let the power of destruction be released as all seals are broken. No, don't break the seals. That's bad. Nobody wants to club the seals. It's evil and you shouldn't do it. No, you really shouldn't do it. No, don't you club the seals. Oh, another battle. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hurt like me? I said, don't you? Oh, don't you? Good lad, Yuri. I suspect he'll probably ignite, and then I can probably finish him off, which would be very convenient, because if he shoots me, I take damage. There you go. Good lad. You would make yourself ignited, and then I'll kick the shit out of you before you get a chance to use that ignition. That's the way. I like it. Ting, ting, ting. Your team almost conceded from an opposition goal kick at the weekend, and I would have laughed so hard if it had been another team. As it was, I was just very scared for a moment. Oh, I understand the football. The football is fun. You put your feet in it, and it makes the water go round. Oh no, Keith, you failed me. Oh, but don't worry. Don't panic, everybody. Don't panic. You can continue punching Yuri. Go on. We need to kill it. Thank you. Good lad, Yuri. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see in our games. Yuri kicking the shit out of everyone. Level up! No special skills though, unfortunately. And unfortunately we need those 3 elements, and apparently none of the creatures in this current dungeon are those 3 elements, which is annoying. We may wind up having to do a little bit of grinding back there. And that's interesting. That chest is... Ah, I see. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'll pretend I know what that's going to be for, and I'll pretend I know that what I've just done is a good thing. Is that a path? No, I don't think it is. Just the background. And now we want to whip around and see what we can do here in the place of many enemies. Strike! Strike that ass! Kill that bitch! Don't do that. That's not good life advice. You can strike that ass if asked, but don't just do it for the sake of killing the bitch. That's unpleasant and unnecessary. Right, come on. I believe in Keith. I believe in Keith Dent. He can do it. Yeah, good lad, he can. I know I said I believed in Keith, but I didn't. Wasn't 100% convinced he was going to be quite so effective there, but never mind. Time for punchings, time for killings. That's how I do things. That's how we roll here in this. Oh, good, there is some water. Well, that'd be very convenient if the water caps out. Because then, that's a chest is empty, I dealt with it, that's fine. If the water one caps out, there's one less thing I have to grind over when we try and sort of polish off the loose ends. But we will have to be careful here, because this... I probably won't finish this dungeon naturally. Anyway, you know, I'm not... Right, so the chest repels one another. The first chest repels the second, and the second repels the third. The third chest repels the first and second. If you open all 3, the white mist barrier will open. Okay, so... I think I just want to open this one. Oh, no, I don't. Wait, hang on. Yeah, no. I think I want to do that. Aha! So that's probably the third chest. I really hope I don't have to. Okay. So do you want me to close them or open them? Open them, sorry. Okay. So I think I can do that now. Oh, you little shit. You little shit. Get the fuck away from me. as useful as the experience is, you know, I've said this before, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes for me, I kind of get in a puzzle mindset and want to just deal with the puzzle. So when the enemies crop up, it's kind of like, oh, Alice. I might need to widen her ring. Oh, fuck me. Keith's ring is fast. I didn't pay attention, so I wasn't sure what ring he had, but I was hoping it was like thin ring or something, because that wouldn't make too much difference for Keith. Unfortunately, no. It's all about Yuri, because fast ring on Keith, they are thin rings to be trying to focus on at the best of times, let alone when it's going around twice the speed. Pow! Can you do it, Alice? No, because you fucked it last time, dear. Oh, Yuri's up next. Superb. Well, we know Yuri's solid as a rock, so he can win any time he gets a turn. He is the master of everything. He is fucking awesome. Oh, yes. Still no level up there. A little bit more water. By the end of this dungeon, we'll definitely have maxed. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I did say I didn't want that to happen. I mean, I'm probably going to run away from the arsehole that's going to chase me. Because that's very much a sort of... I want to do that as a separate entity. I don't want to be fiddling around with dealing with the masks whilst also trying to deal with a standard dungeon. I'd prefer to deal with them separately. I realise it will probably take me a while to rebuild the malice, and as such it will probably waste some time later on, but I still just I want it separate. I want it all separate. I want neat little piles of my doings. Put neat little... Oh, he can heal me, can't he? Yeah, that's fine. So, right, let's head to this save point and get a save down. And I think at this point, what I'm going to do, to finish off, hopefully I'm going to be capable of this, but we'll go to the graveyard and deal with the malice. I want neat little piles of my malice, yes. One little pile of Twitch, one little pile of YouTube. Ha ha ha, you wish to quiet the malice. Yeah, you got a fucking problem with that? Because I'm gonna fucking kill fucking malice, you bastard. Motherfucking asshole, that's why I don't like you. I'm also probably gonna use the cheap sort of Roger Bacon heal. I'm gonna use the Bacon healing. I'm gonna slightly abuse it, I think, because I'm probably gonna clear the malice, pop back to the real world, then use the Bacon heal, and then I will pop back in here and do the tombstone, which I know is unfortunately a bit of a time waster, but it's better. I mean, having full health is better than having partial health. That's a fact. It's a fact. So I am going to just sort of cheese it a little bit and just not do it well. I'm going to do it the sad little cheaty way. Oh, the door has been closed. Of course, yes, because the door was open because my malice was full. Guys, we're just standing here. Thank you. Come again. I will. Don't you worry. Right, I will briefly check. It looks faint, but there seems to be a name carved on it. There we go. I don't think we have to worry too much about the end of the game until that tombstone actually does specify Alice. Because once it specifies Alice, that's the point in time where we need to start doing all of our things and gathering everything to try and not only save Alice, but also just generally get all our bonus dooberies. Because as much as I'm going to get the light and dark fusions from this, I probably won't use them, because once I get the ultimate fusions, I'll probably, for the most part, use them. From the seal of the grave, a soul glows with an eerie light, as if the soul of a new creature was born. Fight the fusion monster. Yes, I will fight the fusion monster, and it will fight me. Oh, I think this is Kernabog again. Yeah, Chernobog.
Chernobog. Chernobog.
I don't know what. Churn it good. Churn it good. Churn the bog. So we have technically seen Chernobog because it was the one we saw. Ooh, now that is tempting to utilise the special defence, but I think for now we'll just go for Holy Meteors. Pow pow. Pow? Oh, lots of pow. I mean, sufficient levels of pow, but not pow enough for perfect. So yeah, it's basically same rough shape, just slightly more gribbly, and I think it is literally the same as the one we saw from our friend. That's slightly annoying that you stole my MP. I'm not that fussed, but it's mildly annoying, considering the fact that I am actually. God, I just can't quite bring myself to leave it that extra moment longer that it needs for being perfect. But I think a few of these Nova Bolts, I think that is attack one, which could do a reasonably. Oh no, it's the buff. That's the buff. The buff. Okay, he's just buffed himself. So I think what I might do is I'm going to try boofing myself. Can't get that perfect. But yes, so I have countered his buff with my buff. And if we all boof together, we can be Sheila boof.
Revelation 610.
I don't know if there is a Revelation 610, and if there is, I've no fucking clue what it says.
Oh, that a lot of damage.
Actually, it's not. Well, it's a concerning-ish amount of damage. It would have been more concerning had I not put the fucking special defense shield on. But I took away your significance of your buff with my own buff. Ah, he's flagging. Do I want to take the chance? Eesh. No, I don't, is the honest truth. Ah, I really should have tried for the perfect there, because we might be stuck in a healing loop for a while where I don't get enough heals to really carry on with no risk. Ah, good, you've punched me. And you've missed me. Oh, bravo, sir. Bravo, you've just killed yourself. Good lad. Right. I say you've killed yourself, I've killed you, but you missed and gave me a free turn for it, so... It might take 2 Novas, I'm not sure. But he is in flagging position. And he's in dead position. Spectacular. Thank you for missing. Perfect, sir. Perfect.
The soul of Chernobog.
I will equip that immediately and show off
Chernobog. A destructive urge stirs within you. You've received the soul of Chernobog.
Right, we'll pop out, do a cheeky little wheel again. Cheeky little wheel, son. Cheeky little wheel. Cheeky little wheel.
Heels up inside you. Find an entrance where they can. Cheeky little wheels. Cheeky little wheels. You don't want to get caught by cheeky little wheel.
Right, what we're going to do is graveyard, equip Yuri, take off Charon, and put on. Ooh, yes. I think you have to use the mystery move to find out what the mystery move is. But I do remember there being the mystery moves thing. That's interesting, yes. I don't know if you have to do something special or just use it. Using it feels like it's probably not the case, but... Oh! Oh, is that the one... I might have to end up looking it up, but it's possible, because just using it seems like a pathetic way. What's the point in having a mystery if it's literally just use it and you reveal it? So I'm not convinced of that. I think what you have to do is go berserk. I think you have to let Chernobog go berserk, and that unlocks the full ultimate manoeuvre. I might be wrong, but I think that's how you do it. Greater spirit formed from the soul of despair, and the Duke of Hell, a harbinger of doom for all who fall under the shadow of its fierce and dark wings. It is good looking. It's a good looking dark monster, isn't it? It's delightful. Anyway, so it's a good design. I'm assuming Raw is good. Raw good. I know, like, down with the kids. Can't wait for me to never use. Oh, how dare you? I'm going to use it at least once, because I'm facing off against the Light Soul, and therefore I will use it now. So I will pop round here, and we will fight the Light Soul. From the seal of the grave, the soul glows with an eerie light, as if the soul of a new creature was born. Fight the fusion monster. Yes, I will fight the fusion monster. You can't stop me fighting the fusion monster. Holy, look at that! And emphasis on the word holy. Holy Spirit. It's a giant holy slug, and it's gonna come at you. Right, so yes, there you go. So I can't just use it. As I say, I think if memory serves, that ultimate move, you only ever get that if you go berserk. Now I think it's a bit too risky. It's a little bit too risky going berserk in this fight, but it's not so bad doing it elsewhere. Although, having said that, a small part of me wondering if I was to go berserk in another fight, it might kill everybody else, but I might be wrong. A giant holy slug! Isn't that a Covenant leader in Dark Souls 3? I have no idea. I've never played Dark Souls 3. I think I tried Dark Souls. I did Demon Souls, then I went to Bloodborne, and then I went, fuck this, and gave up on most of those games because it was just like, it's just not worth me buying them in the end. It's unfortunate, but still. I must admit, I'd have probably been better off not using Chernobog, because if I'd used Charon, I could have continued using magic attacks, which I currently can't do unless I go berserk, which is slightly problematic. Okay, let's get a Theraseed going on, try and just boost my health levels, because unfortunately he is going to be doing a little bit of a number. Fortunately, my strategy of punching the thing to death means his buff to specials will do him no good if he bothers. So I think we'll win, just a little bit slower and a little bit more, less convinced. Oh, he's flagging already. Oh, I think that's going to heal him. What a bastard! What a bastard! What a bastard! Oh, what a bastard, son! Yep, there you go. That's all of the damage I have pretty much done. He's just healed it all in one fucking go. Oh, I want to spit in his face. You son of a bitch. Pulse is a bad news. Bad news bears. Bad news bears. Bad news bears. I don't want the bad news bears being hit with the pulse. So we should be alright for one more attack. Yeah, this is either... this could boil down to luck. God, I've got 14 sanity points left. If it takes 14 turns, at least I'm going to unlock the special manoeuvre. Because I don't plan on reviving his sanity points. If it drops to the low level, I'm going to let him just do the ultimate and be done with it. Ah, good lad, you keep missing. For some reason, apparently... Oh, I thought I missed the first one, causing me to miss the second one. Cock it. Sanctuary, do Sanctuary again. We all want you to do Sanctuary because it does nothing for you. Raising your special defense does nothing for you in this situation. I may have to heal again. Yep. You can see I'm flagging. Oh, unless it's not sanity, unless it's death. No, I'm not risking that. Not without definite knowledge that it's death that unlocks the ultimate, but that's another possibility. It may very well be death. You die and you unlock the ultimate attack. But in this scenario, Yuri dying would probably just be game over. Although we may find out sooner than I would like, because he keeps on doing that pulse manoeuvre. I'm not healing enough to counter it. See, yeah, unfortunately that... Okay, we're stuck in a pulse heal loop. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Oh, do I risk dying? Because I've got a nasty feeling I forgot to save it between doing this and the last one. Which would suck. Suck big old dickies. Everybody wants to suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck the fucking dick. Oh, I could use one of my really big items, but I don't want to. Because I want to save my big items for the end. Oh dear. I think we're gonna still be stuck in the loop of death. What now? Warn me. What have you looked up? Oh, okay, you've looked up. This does look pretty endgamey. Yes, I think it does. I'm probably going to look it up myself before next week. Oh, perfect. Okay, good. But I think, as I say, there's definitely something in my mind where this is not the point of no return. I'm fairly confident this isn't the point of no return, because primarily I say that because Roger is out of position for later things that I know you can do. Oh, god damn it! If I'd known that one poke was all it was going to take. I've received the soul of sandal phones. And that was an invention that didn't really take off, did it? Because what you'd find is the sandal was uncomfortable because of the phone inside of it, and the phone was awkward to use when you had to take your sandals off. A feeling of compassion warms you. You've received soul of sandal phone. We might as well equip it immediately. Whoops, no, I'm already in the graveyard, Yuri. You don't need to go to the graveyard again. Soul. We remove Ifrit. No, we will not. Ifrit's the one I want. No, what we're going to be removing is Baldo. Get the fuck out of here, Baldo. Sandalphon. Holy spirit of light and the living incarnation of curiosity. Any evil thing caught in its light is sent in torment back to the netherworld. Well, we already know that's not true. And it's incredibly sort of... It's very fly-like. And it's got quite the pot belly. Quite the pot belly. And sort of very purple lips. The purple lips is definitely one of the first things you spot, I feel. But I do quite... I kind of like it. It's got a floating head, which is weird. But the sort of gold... The gold wrap is quite nice and quite interesting. So yeah, that's interesting. I've said interesting about 3 times there. I don't think it is yet either, but you'll have this done by the end of the month. Yeah, I would think so. I would think it's not. Especially since it is the beginning of the month now. But I suppose it is only a couple of hours a week. But still, as I say, there is... Bits and pieces are being remembered, but there are also crucial elements to this that are missing that makes me... Because, I mean, you have to know it's endgamey, I suppose, because you're picking up all the ultimate armours that I've been discussing. We've got, you know, both Keith's and Hallie's ultimate armour. Now, I think some of the other ultimate armours are a little bit more difficult to get your hands on, but nonetheless... Oh, 5th goal waved off. Accidental handball. Was it accidental? You never know with these people. Can't trust these bastards. Right, let's have a little cheeky save state there, just as a backup. And now we shut down and we exit the video game. And now what we do is we put the controller away. That's the first port of call, or point of order, or port of call. Either way works. But I very nearly said point of call or something. I don't know. Fuck knows what I was saying. It's all just nonsense. Let's go into the interim slideshow. You can view that. That is a thing you can view. Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll grab a bit of music. We're going to stick with Ozd because, well, again, you can sort of exclamation mark. I always forget there's an exclamation mark. You can exclamation mark and the word music, and you can find his website if you were so inclined to do so. And it is copyright-free music, so... Twitch! Fuck off! But nonetheless, it is sort of... it's copyright-free, which is useful for making doubly sure that I don't get any black marks against my name. I don't really want black marks against my name. Okay, what we're looking at, that's about 4, 5... Look about 5, 6 minutes. Oh, I quite like this one already. Because I can't deny some of Ozdy's chiptunes tend to be a little bit piercing to the ear, and it's like, oh, this is horrible. I do not like this. This is absolutely horrendous. But vast majority of them are actually quite pleasant. And this one is a particular favourite. It is rather good. I am liking it. Unfortunately, it is eating into my breath, so I can't go and fill my drink. But never mind, I'm enjoying the tune, and that is all that really matters, except you are kind of making up your own tune, because you don't know it. Never mind. I'm going to shut the fuck up. Enjoy the Ozd and enjoy the break. It's going to be about 6 to 7 minutes, so that's when we'll be back. We'll do a quick little restart and get on with the siege, where we can probably fuck it up for at least 2 hours and get nothing done. Yay!